You were born in a stone house clinging to a slope in the Tibetan mountains, 13,000 feet up. Your parents' second child, first daughter. No feast, no disappointment, here, children are children. By 4, you understand the rhythm. Your father farms the barley terraces, your mother churns butter, cards wool, tends the yaks. Your brother helps your father, you help your mother. Hands are hands here, and yours will do. Your mother teaches you to spin wool, thread pulled thin and even, the wool turning under a kneading foot. Your first attempts are lumpy. She doesn't scold you. She just hands the thread back and tells you to try again, 40 more times before dinner. By winter, your thread runs smooth. She also teaches you the plants, which feed the goats, which kill them, which would kill you too. You memorize the difference, but not before nearly poisoning a goat. You play with your brother, skipping stones on the irrigation channel, your arm too weak to make them fly like his. He always says he learned it from Tibetan monks. Still, you love this life. At 16, your brother is grown and married, living close enough to wave at from the terraces. You avoid his house now, his wife always asks when you'll marry. The house feels quieter with just you and your parents. Quiet enough that one night, you overhear a visitor. Words like marriage and 3 brothers. You don't understand. 2 nights later, your mother sits you down. Your father stands near the door, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. A family has asked for your hand, she says, not 1 son, but 3. She explains, their father died in a blizzard on the high pass, body never found. Their mother died years before. No one's left to run the house but the sons. Your father adds the rest, enough land for 1 household, not 3. Split 3 ways, none of them eat well. 1 wife, 1 house, the land stays whole. You ask why it has to be you doing the surviving. Neither answers. Your father just says, you'll want for nothing. That's more than most girls get. A month later, 2 of the brothers come for tea. The eldest is broad, stern, doesn't smile once, speaks to your father like he's closing a deal on a yak. The middle brother is softer. He thanks you for the tea, compliments it, and something in you loosens. You let yourself hope. The youngest doesn't come, too young, they say. Your wedding comes a week later. Deep red wool, the cold finding every seam. Tenzin, the eldest, signs the document. Norbu, the middle brother, stands silent beside him. Your parents hand over dowry cloth, a few coins, your grandmother's turquoise ornament. No songs, no long feast, a transaction with your name on it. By midday you're walking to a house that isn't yours yet. That night, alone in your new room, you wait for someone to explain the rules. No one comes. Just stone walls, a single lamp, and the cold understanding that you'll work this out alone. 3 days in, Tenzin explains, stumbling over the words, the room is shared. Whoever stays leaves his hat outside the door. No hat, you sleep alone. He didn't make the rule, it's just how it's always been. You nod like it's normal. Here, apparently, it is. You earn your place fast. 3 weeks in, you find the grain stores mismanaged and fix them yourself, newest to the back, oldest to the front, seals resealed. Tenzin doesn't thank you. He just stops questioning your judgment. Progress. You meet Karma, the youngest, only 8, the little brother you never had, and he treats you like the sister he never had. You call him your little husband. He blushes every time. He follows you everywhere, full of questions. One day you catch a spinning knot before it ruins the thread, faster than he can follow. I learned it from a Tibetan monk, you say straight-faced. He believes you for a year. 2 years pass. Your first child, a son. Tenzin takes him first, holding him stiffly, saying, "Father," to a baby who can't hear him yet. Norbu leans in grinning. Karma, now 10, just wants to see the baby. Nobody asks whose son he really is. Nobody ever will. The one question this house can't survive. Life goes on. Tenzin and Norbu work the terraces and trade. Karma helps wherever needed. Norbu makes you laugh in a way that surprises you. Tenzin is different. When you trade wool for salt without asking, he tells you flatly that trade isn't your decision, even when it works out fine. Still, he's your husband. 1/3 of him. 6 years on, 4 children now. You've all aged. You look like your mother, who says so, laughing, every visit. Tenzin's sterner. Norbu's still carefree, mostly with the kids. And Karma is about to turn 16, a man, by custom. There's no ceremony. Tenzin just tells you, that evening, it's time. Karma joins the marriage that night. Neither of you finds it easy. He can't look at you. You talk too much to fill the silence. Eventually you guide him through it. It becomes something you both learn to accept. Your children grow up with 3 fathers and never know it's strange. You watch them with all 3 men and think, whatever this house took from you, it gave something back too. 2 years later, you've both settled into it, and somehow, you dote on Karma. Slowly, without you noticing, he starts coming to you first, sitting closer at meals. Old habits. You check if he's eaten, if he's warm. You don't think anything of it. The others do. Tenzin jokes, lightly, watching you mend Karma's coat over Norbu's more torn one. You spoil him. His eyes don't laugh. Norbu says nothing, which is worse. He's changed too, quieter now, smiling only for the children. At 22, Karma's mood darkens. You press him until he tells you, since he joined, you haven't gotten pregnant. None of the children who call him father are his. His brothers at least have hope. He has none, like he's working for his brother's descendants. You have no answer, so you act. You quietly shift the rotation, more nights for him, excuses about the harvest. Fertility herbs. Prayer. Nothing happens. You forget it takes 2 more years, and your favoritism is obvious. You don't explain yourself. Then one day, your youngest daughter runs to Karma calling him Appa. He snaps at her to stop. Norbu asks what he meant. Karma says it's the truth. He never agreed to any of this. He'd rather be a peasant with nothing than live off their leftovers. Norbu throws a punch. A real fight breaks out. You step between them, but only stop Norbu. He notices. You're still defending him, he says, quiet. After what he said. To you. To the children. You have no answer. He doesn't wait for one. The house goes cold. Norbu and Karma stop speaking, to each other, to you. Tenzin tries clumsily to broker peace and fails. One morning, Karma is gone. No goodbye. Months pass with no word. You tell the children a story about trade routes, because the truth isn't one you can hand a child. A month later, Norbu leaves too, for a monastery, Tenzin says, and he never wants to see your face again. He blames you for everything. Something in Tenzin changes after that. Always stern, now just distant. He takes on his brother's duties without complaint, for the children's sake. He never says who he blames. He doesn't need to. The years pass. You're 40. Your children are grown, the youngest 15. You and Tenzin still don't speak. Then one day he doesn't come home. His body is found a week later, caught in a blizzard on the high pass, carrying salt for grain he never brought back. You bury what's left of him. The house that held 3 husbands now holds none. The regret never leaves. Years of strain take their toll, and his death becomes the last straw. You die a year later, in the home you built with 3 men. Your children bury you beside Tenzin, grown now, carrying scars of your mistakes, but you believe they won't repeat them. You believe your death won't be missed. What you don't know, In a distant village, a man weeps at the news, and tells his children his sister has passed. In a monastery, a monk who hasn't shown expression in years lets a bitter smile slip through. You wonder what expression they'd show, if they knew they were the last thing you ever thought of. I guess we'll never know.